Do you think I'd be a good mascot?
For this team?
Yeah.
That suit?
Yeah.
This arena?
Yeah. In this arena, this suit, for this team.
How you feeling?
Water? Think of the sea.
Yeah, this is fun.
Like you've seen once. Everything good, MP?
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
What's up for dinner tonight?
I might take home one of the chips from here. I don't know. I was thinking. Have an air fryer. Crisp them right up.
Yeah, you're a little burned all over on here. A little toast.
Stay on point. You're asking about the guys are great.
So what happened to the lady that I took?
Yeah, she kept asking herself in autographs.
That's gotta be kind of fun.
Yeah, it is.
I'm planning a beach trip next week.
Never a bad decision once you go to activity.
Well, you're not doing good.
Okay. Summer planning? Yes, but staying local. Money, college plans, and preference, of course. My favorite is in Canada. It's international, but
Good, MP?
The National Basketball Association and Golden State Warriors are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as finding foreign objects connected to any pool, using improper language, spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the Day is coming up. A limited edition design voted on by you, the fans, will be given away to the first 10,000 in attendance. Come purchase your popular edition to your Dub Nation items afterwards. Dub Nation Warriors Dance Team Calendar Day is almost here. Your Warriors Dance Team has a calendar for every fan and building, so you can keep track of all the upcoming games. We'll see you here.
Dub Nation, there are still seats available for
Up next, the Warriors taking on the Bulls. For the Warriors, 10th place in the Western Conference, but there's plenty of time left for them to make a move. Bulls, Warriors is coming up next, and we'll be right back. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Berry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. As we get deeper into the season, the Eastern Conference standings are really taking shape. Let's take a look. You look at the Bulls. They're hoping to break out from 8th place in the back half of the season.
when I look at Chicago, it's really been an intriguing year for them. I mean, they work hard, they play gritty, but they're just so inconsistent.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of that? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And the starting group for Chicago. Gideon White there to make the backcourt. Kevin Herter out there with Buzelis. And it's Tiny in at the center position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the 5. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot, but you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Now here's Moody. Back to Curry. From deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried.
Curry doing it again. The quickest releases we've ever seen.
Outside White. Here's Tiny. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Outside, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
Pass to Buzelis. Outside Herter. Here's Tiny. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. It's a three-point game. Here's Butler. Outside Curry. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to... carry it into this one.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Here's Hield. Chicago making their last shot. From downtown, knocks it down from distance.
Still the strongest part of Buddy Hield's game. He is a lethal shooter. What a perfect stroke that was.
Pass to Buzelis. Outside Herter. Fires the 3. The rebound by Moody. Golden State has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. This one for 3. He can't get that one to fall. The Bulls have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's White, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Much appreciated, Fraction. Thanks for joining up. Hope everything is good. Mike will be off because my wife's sleeping. My chat just went down, guys, so bear with me. When you're running up, hold R2 and then hit your square button for a dunk when you run up for a layup. No problem, boss. It took me a minute to figure it out, too. I still suck at it.
The first free throw is good. White hits them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Hield, coming off a 12-point game. Butler surveying the floor. 4 on the clock. He shoots it. Curry, no good.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
To the paint. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Outside, Green. Moody from outside. And the Warriors miss again. Chicago trailing here. White, the pass to Tiny. The ball's knocked loose. Back to White. Pass to Tiny. And it's all tied up.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow and closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. The latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Pacers, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for Chicago, they're starting to come together as a squad now, finding some of that success that eluded them early in the season, and with plenty time left to make some moves.
Giddey's intelligence grows by leaps and bounds game after game. Great vision And a nice rapid-fire decision.
Here's Curry. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line. D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Hield with the ball, now guarded by White. Outside Hield. Pass to Curry for three. Hits a three-pointer. Curry's got 6.
How many times have we seen this? You give Curry an inch, and that ball's gone.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. To the inside. Here's Tiny. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Now Moody. He's scoreless. Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. There's a screen. Shoots over White. And again, it's Golden State.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And it's good. 2 points.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Moody on the wing. Pass to Green. And now the Bulls in transition. Ball's going up the court. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Out to Hield. Just 5 on the clock. Green with a screen on White. And it's Hield missing. Bulls leading by 3. Wing shot on the way. Again, the Bulls score.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Now here's Hield. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. Hield's got 5 points.
Well, he's a good shooter from the mid-range. Hield had some breathing room, took a deep breath, and fired.
Pass to Tiny. The jump hook. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Warriors trail by 3. Hield with the ball, and it's Giddey picking him up. Hield passes to Curry. Hield, a screen on White. And a deep 3 from Curry. Rebounded by Tiny. Tiny's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And Giddey just continues to figure out where he can be effective offensively.
Hield passes to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Tiny. That one's wide left. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. They trail by 3 and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Very difficult to imagine it'll be much different this season. These teams still appear to be very closely matched, each with talent to be competitive, but not necessarily elite.
Outside Hield. Outside Butler. Takes a 3. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Well, when Butler's this focused, defenders, beware.
Pass to Buzelis. Down low. Nice shot by Tiny. 18 points for him.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Outside Hield. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Herter.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
When folks talk about Herder, you hear a lot about his movement, Brent.
Well, one thing you have to be in this league as a great shooter is willing to move without the basketball. It puts a lot of pressure on your primary defender, but it can open up some lanes for your teammates. Kevin Herder, an elite skill working without the ball.
Now here's Heel. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. And here's Butler outside. Rebounded by Tiny. Tiny's got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist in this one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
So much talk about Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
Outside White. Giddey against Curry. Pass to Buzelis. Now Herder. And there's a 3-second violation. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. Number 1, the Bulls.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Sorry about that. Let's get back to it.
Warriors trail by 4. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Tiny in their last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He had 36 points, and as always, he was fantastic on the glass, a rebounding machine. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Now here's Butler. 11 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Tries the 9-footer. Basket's good. White's got 6.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
When you talk wings, Butler is a top-notch passer. He has a great understanding of the game.
To the middle. Here's Williams. The kick out to White. Launches it. He drops it from range. 9 points in the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to post. Now here's Butler. It's hauled in by White.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Tiny, guarded by Payton. Down low. Here's Tiny. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. And it's a 6-point Chicago lead.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Pass to Pajemski. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Post tipped. On the break. Here's White. Outside Jones. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Payton. And that's not going to go. And so it's Chicago leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back to the game after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Now here's Pajemski driving in. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And here's Jones. 13 points in the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Outside White. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Takes the 3. Collins with the rebound.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Here's Williams. Outside Jones. The 3 is up. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Curry. Oh, Curry, what a tough finish.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Outside White with the 10-footer. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
GP2 being a second-generation star, that comes with some challenges, but he's definitely his own man out there on the floor.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Santos is checked in for Jackson Davis. Josh Giddey's checked in for Chicago. Herder comes in for White.
We got this.
And he's good on the second. Here's Jones. Still no points. Collins outside. Pass to Herder. There's the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Herder now mixing it up a little bit, not just staying on the perimeter.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Bulls.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
And he makes a first.
Herder's a lights-out shooter, but his ability to space the floor is just as valuable.
Knox, he's checked in for the Warriors. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Payton. Giddey with a defensive effort.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game.
Second team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Trey Jones. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in. And the Bulls also making a change. Booz Ellis is checked in for Collins. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Payton passes to Curry. It's good! Curry with a long-range bomb.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
Well, BA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Booz Ellis.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Curry, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Giddey finds Jones. Herder with it, defended by Podziemski. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Herder's got 5 now.
More and more showing his well-rounded offensive game. That's Herder in his comfort zone.
Pass to post. Now here's Curry. Jones grabs the board. Bulls leading by 13. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And here's Curry for 3. Oh, Curry, a sick triple.
What else can you say about Steph Curry? Simply one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
Jones, the pass to Herder. Here's the floater. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Pajemski. Outside Curry. The 3. Curry with another miss. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Herder from long range. The Warriors pull it in. Post has got 5 rebounds tonight. Giddey against Payton. Pass to Curry. Outside Pajemski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Herder. They get it back. Jackson Davis. Can't connect from short range. Chicago leading by 12. Herder with it. Now guarded by Curry. On the wing, Jones. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And the Warriors shooting about 41%. Pass to Jackson Davis. The kick out, Curry. Inside. Here's Pajemski. Chicago with a rebound.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Here's Buzelis. The 3 is up. Pajemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 14. Pass to Curry. To end the drought. Smith with the rebound. Chicago has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Jones with the ball. Smith with a screen on Curry. Jones from outside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Get up and make some noise for your Warriors. Tasty.
Chicago making a switch here.
One second, guys.
Outside Pajemski. High post Green. He's got 6. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Ball outside. Pass to Tiny. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Tiny's got 24 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Warriors trail by 19. Outside heel. There's the triple. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Tiny. Back to Jones. Here's Tiny. Clock at 4. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Ball. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ball's gotten his first bucket of the night.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Deflected. It's stolen by Green. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Payton's checked in for Pajemski. And a change for the Bulls. Collins checked in. And he sinks the second.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Here's Tiny. Butler covering. The kick out to Ball. Collins a screen. Clock at 6. Ball passes to Collins. Shoots from the block. Hits the jump hook. Collins has got his first bucket in this one.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
To the inside. Here's Green. And that one's in. Nice feed on the play.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Here's Tiny. He picked up 36 points in their last win against the Clippers.
And also dynamic defensively. His 4 blocks helping set the tone at that end of the floor.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Ball passes to Collins. Here's Tiny. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Butler right to the heart.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
A minute 6 left to play in the first half of basketball. And the basket by Horton Tucker.
Yeah, he is sneaky at the rim, lays it in against heavy pressure.
Butler passes to Payton. Stolen. Ball with it. Now guarded by Moody. Pass to Tiny. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Tiny's got 4 points in the quarter.
Always playing heads up as Lonzo tries to find the open teammate.
Outside Payton. And here's Butler. Collins defending. Butler against Collins. And it's hammered home by Green.
Time and time again, Butler just making the right play.
Bulls leading by 17. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Tiny. He's got 26. To the paint. Rebounded by Green. On the wing, Payton. Defended by Horton Tucker. Outside for Green. Lets the 3 fly. Green able to hit from 3. And so it's Chicago up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Chicago Bulls.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine going to show you real power when that camera turns off.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
As a resident dunk contest expert, I can tell you, these are the names you want in the dunk contest, guys. Don't come at me with who isn't making the cut, because this group is all you need.
Geez, I guess we can call it right now that Chet has spoken. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Bruce Ellis out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's Tiny in at the 5, down low.
Well, pretty sturdy inside. Giddey's got that size and ready to battle.
Outside Butler. for three. It's hauled in by Herder. Bulls leading by 16. It's Giddey on the wing. Inside. Here's Tiny. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Outside heel. To the middle. Here's Butler. Banked it in off the glass. Butler's got 11.
Jimmy B doing his work there, challenging in the lane.
Pass to Giddey. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Hield against White. 6 to shoot. The three. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Warriors trail by 16. And here's Curry. Outside Hield. A deep three. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Pass to White. Here's Tiny. Butler covering. Nice shot by Tiny.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight.
Well, this is what I got scheduled for today is NBA, so we should be on for a while. I mean, I'll be, unless my mechanic calls for the car, and, well, when my wife wakes up, we're going to read, but other than, just everyday things. It will be here.
Points in the paint.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Outside Butler. Outside Hield. Now Curry from the arc. It's hauled in by White. White's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm. Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
The Warriors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Curry. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Tiny's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Hield from outside. Connects from downtown. Hield's got 11.
Buddy does such a great job of preparing his shot even before he gets the ball.
Pass to Buzelis. White for 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Green. 13 points in the game.
Get the perimeter.
Hield against White. Hield passes to Green. Stolen by Giddey. Down low. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Curry with it. 14 points for him. Outside Hield. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble. He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
And the free throw, no good. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, You think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Well, Draymond's being assertive here in this one. I know he's hot, so respecting the streak.
Here's Tiny. Green covering. Tiny passes to Giddey. Inside. Here's Tiny. Hauled in by Curry. Curry's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Butler.
Who's watching him?
Fires it. It's hauled in by White. White's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at the Warriors, middle part of the year. They're in 10th place. They need to put together some wins.
Okay. Well, I think for the Warriors, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
And it's good. Off the back rim and in. White's got 21 points in the game.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Giddey passes to Tiny. Now Giddey, give him 8. To the inside, Smith right side. Pass to Tiny. Shot from the low post is good. Tiny's got 34 points. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
That's on Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, the defense getting up close. I feel like Giddey was just setting the guy up.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Giddey, one of those guys who, when he's on the floor, plays with that kind of joy that Steve Kerr often talks about with Steph Curry. This is a guy who wants to keep improving in any way that he can.
The Bulls making a switch here. Collins checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And part of his game that he's still working on, Giddey growing at the line.
Outside heel. Outside Payton. And here's Butler outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Warriors trail by 21. Outside Payton. Healed for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Hield's got 12 points in just the second half. Pass to Collins. Back to Williams. To the middle. Oh, a nice shot by Collins. Collins has gotten his second bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside heel. On the wing, Payton. Outside Butler. Jacks up a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Williams passes to Giddey. Five on the clock. Outside White. Nails it from 3. White's got 8 points in the quarter.
And Josh Giddey just does a great job of reading the floor.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. Now here's White. He's got 24. Back to Giddey. Over Curry. That's good from Giddey on the assist by White. White's got assist number 7 tonight. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
One more time for your GS Breaker.
Lonzo Ball's checked in for Chicago.
GS Breaker.
And so it's Golden State with it. Here's Spencer. Looking at his numbers, putting up 8 points a game. Here's Butler. Back to Pajemski. 4 on the clock. They need this. And it's Chicago with a board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Ball looks over the floor. Giddey finds Collins. Back to Giddey. There's the 3. The rebound by Post. This Warrior squad is struggling. Outside Butler. To the paint. Here's Post. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
There's such a threat to score. The defense can focus too much on Butler, and he found the open man with ease.
Now here's White, defended by Pajemski. White can't hit. And the Warriors shooting 42% in this third quarter. Pass to Post. Down low. Here's Butler. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his
You're
career.
talking about Jimmy Butler being 30 in his 30s. It's like, oh, yeah, he's 30 years old. Take him out back, shoot him it's over.
First one falls
You know,
for him.
it's like this
Jimmy
horse
Butler and his
leg once
energy
you
is
hit
something that is infectious for his team. He gets his squad
I
so
can hum.
energized to
I just
work
feel like
through
I'm
the
12.
toughest moments of the game.
Just saying.
Horton Tucker, he's checked in for
Kinda act
Chicago.
like it too
Jones
sometimes.
comes
God's
in for
working on
Giddey.
me.
And he can't hit the second.
Always one of the hardest workers on his team. Jimmy Butler knows how to win.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Now here's Horton Tucker. Defense is right there. The kick out to Ball. Offline with a three. And the Warriors shooting just 42% so far in the game. Pass to Spencer. It's Podziemski on the wing, defended by Horton Tucker. Here's Spencer, launches a three. Ball with the rebound. Now here's Jones. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Jones has got 9.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
A shot by Butler, no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Puts up a 3. Jones misses. Now the Warriors with it. Pulls it. Butler, good. Butler's got 8 here in this quarter.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Here's Jones. What a terrific move that is.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Here's Butler. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Bulls delivering the blowout. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
Yeah, Coach Donovan conveying the scouting report to his guys.
Knowing your opponent's plays is important. On the money right there.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Then there's Gary Payton II, and it's Santos in at the power forward position. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Buzelis to the middle. That one falls. Tiny's got 10 points here in the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Curry, no good.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Jones. Good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. Now here's Curry. Pass to Payton. Outside Podziemski. Curry surveys. On the wing, Payton. And there's the rejection. Jones against Curry. Outside Herter. And here's Jones. Shoots over Curry. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Tiny. Pass to Buzelis. Right side Jones. Here's Tiny. Jones, the pass to Tiny. Second chance shot, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Post has got 7 rebounds in the game. Payton with it. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Here's Tiny, and he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And you look around the league, Brent, are small market teams having a moment?
Well, BA, these teams have done a very good job of positioning themselves well. If you look back over the past couple years, what have they done? Well, they've had themselves a lot of pick and a lot of good fortune moving up in the draft in some cases, and these teams aren't going anywhere.
Shooting 2.
And he drops it first. Fields checked in for the Warriors. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here's Curry. And there's a whistle. That goes on Talen Horton-Tucker. That's his first foul of the game. The Bulls making a switch here. Phillips has checked in.
Substitution. Number 15, Julian Phillips.
On defense, the Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Shoots, and the basket by Hield. Hield's got 22.
Well, right now the defense is going to need to step up their attention on Buddy Hield. He's on fire.
Here's Terry. Outside White. Shoots over Curry. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Pajemski. Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, do you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness, embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
Here's Phillips. Here's Horton-Tucker. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
And it's Hield missing. Chicago has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. White, good.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Now here's Hield. The three from Curry. Sinks it from distance.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Horton-Tucker, the pass to Terry. Now White. And there's a pick from deep. No good there. Now shooting 10 for 15 on the game. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Hield. Launches it from deep. Chicago with a rebound. Outside Horton-Tucker. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Horton-Tucker's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Curry's shot is off. For Chicago, they've gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. And the layup is good off the glass. Terry's got his first 2 points.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Outside Curry, the 3-ball. Gets the 3-ball to go.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Curry against White. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now here's Heel. 3-pointer. Kept alive. Tries again. Can't get the layup. The Bulls have gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Curry's shot is off. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Chicago. So many players in the league have their own podcast. Would you have had one during your career, Brent?
I think so, B.A. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, how cool is it to connect to your favorite players or hear stories from guys as the season is going along, than to have these guys available in your earbuds all day, every day.
Peyton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And Peyton knows when he should look to score, especially when he's near the rim.
Here's Terry. Fires from deep for 3. Smith drops in the 3. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pass to Pajemski. Now here's Peyton. Back to Heel. 6 on the shot clock. Fires in the triple. Hield's got 28 points for the game.
That's a guy you want to find, Buddy Hield, with the response from 3.
Here's Phillips. Outside Horton Tucker. Pass to Phillips. Here's the 3. The rebound by Post. Post has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Hield. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Terry. Outside Horton Tucker. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Outside Horton Tucker. Pass to White. The rebound by Post. The Warriors shooting 41% in this game. Now Curry. He's guarded by White. Curry against White. Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by White. Here's Terry.
Offensive reset out of bounds. Warriors basketball. Substitution on the court.
The Warriors shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Pass to Butler from outside the arc. Chicago with a rebound. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Buzelis, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Outside Moody. Outside Butler. Outside Green. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Here's Tiny. Ball right side. And the layup is good.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bulls.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Tiny.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Heel passes to Green. Back to Heel, beyond the arc, and again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A., unbelievable.
We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Here's Tiny, Green covering. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
One shot. Oh, never lies. Let's go.
20 seconds left in the fourth. Curry passes to Green. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Ball with it. Here's Tiny. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win.
We emptied their
This one
arena.
wasn't
Look at the
even
arena
close.
real
The
quick. We
hometown
emptied
crowd
that.
was waiting for a miracle that never came.
They all left.
This team was consistent
Yes.
throughout.
Thank you,
They met
Jesus.
every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
You earned that one.
So what happened to the lady that I was with?
Yeah, you just kept that for yourself and not.
And Pete got the job done tonight, as usual. Easy work tonight. They got nothing for us.
Good luck out there, MP.
Let's get it, MP. MP, you're about to go off. Get after it, MP.